up, y'all? Back, another episode, something new this time.
Yeah, something really new today. Today we ain't got no major topic. We ain't discussing a topic at all. Today we got our very first guest today on the podcast, and my boy right here.
What's up, y'all? Anthony. Most of y'all might know me as Lil Man. Y'all see the hat? Lil Man Barbecue.
Lil Man Barbecue.
Shout out.
It's never mind. I don't want to go there. All right. Yeah, man. New guest.
Don't start
First
off
guest.
like that, bro.
We going somewhere, you guys. Not just, not the same ugly faces. Now we got a new ugly face.
I just want to say real quick, man, I appreciate y'all, bringing me on a podcast.
No doubt.
You know what I
No
mean?
doubt, man.
Appreciate
no
you
doubt.
stopping by, showing
man.
love.
As always,
Yeah.
love. You know that?
Yeah. Right here. This is one of our main supporters, too. This is the one. He always comments on our stuff. He always liking it and stuff. I mean, that's what's going to happen up here. You're going to see some faces that we want to bring up, and sometimes we're going to see some faces we don't want to bring up, but we got to,
Yeah, I'm one of the faces they don't want to bring up, but he going to say that now. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. But,
It's all
yeah,
love.
man, guests. Like we've been saying for a while, we want a new guest. We want to throw something new out there, new perspective, different point of view, actually. That's our main goal, because we talk about all the time. I mean, and now somebody new talking is going to show just a different way of how people deal with the stuff they deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, you always get our perspective of the two brothers growing up and how we came up with mental health and what we went through, or the advice that we give. And like he was saying, it's going to be much better that we have a third person here who's outside of it, who have his own mental health battles, who have his own upbringing, and who's definitely going to shine a light on mental health to you guys and hopefully help a lot of you guys out there and as well help us, so that was the whole purpose.
I think that's very important, though. Like, I want to say like that. I think that's very important. Like different perspectives, like mental health. Like it just comes from it's a big variety. Like everybody got a different perspective on things. A lot of things they've been through.
Yeah, definitely.
And there might be things that there's things that you guys might speak about that people be like, I don't understand that, and that's why it's important. I hear y'all say, yo, in the comments, and it's not about just like having a bunch of comments, like a bunch of comments in the actual comments. It's about you never know when what you've been through or how you see things might touch somebody else, or somebody else be like, see, now I get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, a lot of times it's like that. So that's
yeah,
really important, man.
like I said, the point of views kind of bring a different way of talking. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about? So like whatever me and him might say, they gonna be like you said, like what the hell they talking about?
And
You come and
you
say
guys are siblings, so
it's almost similar sometimes.
it's similar, and I'm sure you guys don't agree on a lot of, like, most of things, for real, because the closest siblings, they're not going to agree on a lot of things.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you went through the same things. You know
same
what I mean?
upbringing,
Most
yeah.
of the same things.
Right.
But if you get somebody else, different family, different culture, like, you know what I mean? Like, just different area. Like, there's a lot of things that it plays.
You're gonna see a whole different perspective, and that's the whole thing. Because, like I said, we're gonna learn a lot from this. We can debate back and forth about certain things. We can help one another, and that's the whole point of the podcast: is to encourage people, uplift them, help them, and hopefully shine a light, like I said, on mental health. That's the biggest thing, because we all know mental health ain't no joke. Mental health is a subject people don't like to speak about, especially us guys. I feel like us guys don't speak at all about their mental health, and we mention about every episode we speak about that. And today we're fortunate enough to have another guy here, another guy that's gonna teach us some things about mental health, hopefully that we can help him, or maybe just hear some stories, and hopefully you guys can relate to it, or maybe y'all can't, or maybe learn something from this. And
yeah, and
like
then
I said, that's the
now
whole
you don't
thing.
got to just talk to us. You want to put a comment on the video, let him know what he said or how he helped you and what he might have said and stuff like that. But
100%, because I'm way cooler than these dudes, man.
all right.
Damn.
Okay. This guy.
Nah, just
All right.
bullshit. Just bullshit.
I guess we could just get into it, man. If you want to just obviously we know you a little bit, so you just share a little bit about yourself and somebody let's say they never met you. Boom. Obviously, some of these people never met you, so
a little background about you, where you from, I guess.
1982, Philadelphia. Nah, man. Look, I'm a regular dude, man. Just 43 years old. I be forgetting my age, man. 43 years old. Got 4 daughters at home, married. Just a typical dude, brought up in Philly, man, and seen a lot, been through a lot. overcome a lot. That's big to me, man. Like I always like say like you gotta not dwell on it. So I don't know what the word I'm trying to use is. Like you always gotta look at stuff that you hurdled over. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, reflect on that a little bit.
You have to reflect on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people just like they forget about actually what you've been through.
Yeah.
And it don't gotta be nothing like really crazy. It's just like, yo, remember the situation you was like, this is bad. Like, you know what I mean? And it has you in a bad spot and it's
You kind of thought like you'll never get out of there type shit.
yeah. And I always try to tell people like, yo, it's always the other side. Like, you'll get through it.
Right.
It's not most of the times it ain't gonna be easy. Sometimes you'll find a way a little sooner, or a little faster.
Right. Yeah.
But
it's different for everybody. For
that's my thing with people. I always say, yo, you're gonna make it out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know when and how. Like I don't know what the other end and consists of. You know what I mean? But you're gonna make it on the other side.
Right. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
But anyway, I'm just like I'm just a regular dude, man.
Regular dude out of Philly. Moved to Jersey. Moved to Jersey.
I've been out here about how long? 15 years.
15. That's crazy.
4 girls,
15
married.
years, 4 daughters, man. And hold up, man. Don't leave my boy out, man. You know I got a dog, man. That's my only boy.
Mac Attack.
That's the Mac Attack.
Yeah, Mac hung too. I mean, sorry.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I was hoping he wouldn't.
No.
I did want to bring him up because I know he has a obsession with my dog.
Yo.
Mac is probably the world's biggest Shih Tzu, though. I say
Real
that.
quick, side note. Ollie's the first person that came to my house and he had a conversation in my house.
No,
With
You did.
the dog?
no. I thought he had like an automated thing on his. Technology is crazy nowadays. I'm thinking.
No, you had a conversation in my house. You said hi.
No.
His doorbell?
I
Nope.
did a favor. I did a favor for him. I took something to his house for him. His wife said hi or hello or something.
He was so scared he didn't know where to look.
Like a camera picked up on me.
Oh.
It was
He
like,
just looked up. He said,
I looked.
"Hey,
I literally-
hello."
And
I
your
literally
wife was
looked
there.
at the
My wife
house.
was on the side of the gate.
Yeah, I didn't see her.
Side
I
of
looked
the gate.
straight at the house and I waved to the house.
So we got smart homes now is what you're saying from home.
Yeah.
Yo, that
was
that
wild.
was crazy.
Yeah, and my wife still thinks he's, she like,
This is your guy? This is your buddy?
she's like,
What's
oh,
wrong with
all
this
right. Damn, I mean, we could have ordered Uber Eats.
Is this the pizza guy?
Oh, man.
No.
Forget that.
Real
man.
quick, man, one thing I want to say, because I hear y'all say a lot on the podcast, like this is something like, y'all be like, it ain't just helping people, that this is more for, it started more for you guys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, speaking, which is hard, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, you watch, you watch the YouTube channel, like, you watch the episode. Like, all right, they recorded, but it takes a lot to come up here and, like, actually just, just be vulnerable. Just open with whoever. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
This ain't a big
strength.
podcast, so it's not like 1 million people watching. So, but it can be. Like, a lot of people can see what you're talking about and the struggles you've been through.
Yeah.
So what finally made y'all say, like, let's go? Because a lot of people be, like, scared to take that first step. Like, okay, we're going to go and speak. Like, was it a thing or it just happened like that? Like, I wonder that. You know what I mean? Like, I always like, damn.
To be honest, I feel like seeing, me and my brothers, I knew we all struggled with mental health. That 100% I knew.
Right.
As me and Jay got older, though, we kind of became more vocal to each other about it. And I felt like, damn, we kind of want to say more, but we don't say more. And we also kind of want to help each other, but we don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like with helping each other, we kind of started seeing the world around us with mental health. So we was like, damn, now that we got the mental health vision,
it's everywhere.
we see it more in a lot of guys now. So we was like, let's do something about that.
You're seeing it a little more and more with the guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, I heard you guys speak on it a lot. Like, a lot of women, they're just...
I feel like I said, I'm not saying it's easier for women for their mental health. I just feel like it's more of a norm. Like,
No,
it's 100% okay for a woman to go to a coffee shop, sit there and maybe sob a little bit, talk about her mental health with her girlfriends, and it wouldn't be looked upon as something like oh, stop bitching over there. But if you see two men crying in a coffee shop drinking coffee, you're gonna look at them like, what the fuck's wrong with these guys?
Yeah.
You know, man up, what you crying about?
Get your fucking frappe latte ass out of here.
So I feel like the reason why I wanted to do it was more for the biggest thing was I was in a dark time, pretty much a big part of my life, and I used to just remember all about like the suicide rates on guys. And the thing is, you would never hear their story. Like, what are they battling? They just be, oh, I'm depressed. But like, what are you actually going through, bro? And now, like, talking about it myself and seeing how, remember the other episode, you were saying how more guys are being more open about it now. And I'm starting to see a lot more podcasts about that. And you start seeing that a lot of guys are going through similar battles. And I feel like one of the biggest things with me is that the world will continue to have this big stigma on us unless we help change that, unless we help being more vocal about that and showing each other like, look, man, you're not the only one going through this, and it's totally okay to be vulnerable. It's okay as a man to go out there, provide, do what you got to do, be strong, be the head of the household, and always give the advice. But it's also okay for you to sometimes sit there, shed a tear, and say, hey, look, I'm going through some shit right now. I'm hurting. I'm battling this, and I don't want to seem weak in front of you, but in reality, it's okay to express your feelings. I feel like we all need to once in a while express our feelings. And if not, we all know what can happen if you bottle something up. The pressure will eventually, boom, explode.
That was my struggle for a long time, man.
That's good that he said that too, because I guess people will want to know too, like you're gonna come up here, you're gonna talk about mental health. So like, what mental health means to you, like. A random question, walking in the street, some guy.
Random question, man, like...
What mental health means to you?
See, I struggle with it a lot. So, for me, mental health is everything to me.
Right.
Like, it's 100% everything because it... You know what I mean? Like, it affected my life a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and then it gets to... You know, it got to a point where I had to realize it. Because... You know, and I'll get back what you're asking me, but like how he said, people just, you know, like men, they'll just be like a lot of men don't know what's bothering them.
Right, they just
and I dealt with that for a long time.
Hard to express yourself.
Like it's stuff I've been through, and it's like I buried that shit. You know what I mean? Like
or did you thought you buried it, or was it still living with you?
No. I mean, what I'm saying, why I buried, I just like I won't speak about it.
Throw it under the rug.
Under the rug. Like, you can't bury it. It's there. I don't care what you do.
Right.
But when I say mental health is everything to me, is because it got to the point where I noticed, like, damn. Like, my biggest struggles, damn, we talking 20 years old plus, more than that.
Right.
And it's like, that's affecting my family, like now. You know what I mean? So that's why I say it's everything to me, because my family's everything to me.
Right.
Right. Yeah,
like,
it's big.
That's just 100% the most important thing to me. And it's like, it got to the point where I was like, I gotta like, what's going on? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Because you'll act like, you could be like, some people be like, oh, this is bothering me. But before you get to that point where you're able to say something to somebody, you're just acting out. That's what I mean, from my perspective. Like, what I would do is just act out. And most of the time, it would just be like me drinking. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll get to a certain point and I'm just like, my emotions is just coming out.
Took over.
Oh, yeah. You don't love me.
And
you don't love me. You don't know what I've been through.
Right.
You don't love, and
kind of self-inflicting as the victim as you.
Yeah,
I've been through everything,
victim,
but people are like, "What's going on with you though?"
Nobody like
right, because you're not sitting there expressing yourself. You don't tell nobody. What
I'm just acting out. You know what I mean? And it took
a
while.
You're saying like people will go through that phase because they don't know what they're going through. That's what you're saying. So they kind of like want to block it.
I feel
like a defense mechanism, basically.
100% is that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just you, just like. You know what I mean? Like, you're feeling emotions, and I'm almost fighting the emotion back.
Right, like, oh,
but
don't do that
you're
shit.
letting out kind of it outside.
Yeah, like, don't do that shit to me. I'm a grown man. Like, I ain't gonna
you know what I mean? Like,
that.
one little thing will just be, you'll feel a little hurt, and it's nothing because you're like a little intoxicated, you're drunk, or whatever it is. Somebody might say something like, yo, relax.
Right.
And it gives you a familiar feeling, like,
a trigger,
hurt, like a certain hurt.
Right.
You don't know, like, you know what I mean? But, like, I've done therapy and all that, and, I evaluated myself a lot, like, throughout the years. And I've been working on myself, man, I'm 43, so it's like, I don't even like really working on myself though. Like when you say working on yourself, you're therapy or whatever it is. Where I know a lot of times you say you don't believe in it. I do 100%.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like if I didn't do that, I just would have been struggling so much. It's not the it's not like the only way, but for me it helped me a lot.
I guess like he said too is that it doesn't work for everyone. For him, he felt like it wouldn't work for him. For me, I felt like it would if it came down to it, like a last resort.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I think
too.
it works for everyone. You have to fight. You got to find the right person.
I believe in that. I believe in that.
I've been to therapists and like it felt good at first. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cool. Then after a while, I'm like, I'm not getting nothing out of this. He's just telling me the right things, and how you would say like
you feel like they're paid to tell you the right things.
They know they studied this, and I'm like, okay, just feel good because I'm talking, but I ain't open up to him like I open up to the one, like my therapist, like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I open. So I think it was the first time I was just like all in with her. I just felt it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like it's kind of like a give and go type thing. Like they're gonna give you whatever you giving them,
but they're gonna show you some things you without that you can, but it's just hard. Like without the help, I just feel like they'll just show you things, and I can't sit here and tell you exactly what it is, you know, because everybody's different.
Of course, yeah.
But they'll point things out, and you be like, "Well, goddamn!" Like no, for real. Like you'll be like, "I see why this shit triggers me." Like you know what I mean? And it's crazy to say because you be like,
"Dissect that, John."
It's crazy to say because you be like, "I know what I've been through." Yeah, this situation is similar. Yeah, I should be able to like dissect that and be like, that's why.
Hold on real quick.
But you don't.
Real quick, you want to move, right? You on a groove.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
He's answering your other questions.
But no, you're moving the mic over here.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't even know this.
Cause I used to want to be. I used to want to be a rapper when I was young. I failed at it.
You doing
this? Your chance.
I thought I was. I thought I was.
Beanie Siegel?
Nope, Jadakiss on the John. I thought I was Body and Dipset right now. My bad.
You're doing exactly what I fight every time when I record it.
For real?
Because I like talking with my hands, so I feel like I'm talking with my hands.
All right.
But you're okay. Relax.
You asked for it.
Relax. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like I want them to hear what you're talking about, man. That's why I need the mic right here.
This is good. This is good.
Yeah,
I like this.
But did you forget you was talking about?
I did get off track right there though.
No, you didn't get off track. What the fuck?
No, I mean, you sidetracked me, so I don't know where I left off.
That's cool. I'll just ask you something else then.
Why he do you like that, man?
No, if you remember, I want to talk about it. We was talking about something crazy. But I want them to hear him. Like I don't want.
He was talking about the lady he met, the one therapist that she actually clicks with him, and he went all in with this one. Yeah, the other therapist didn't really click with him, and this one.
I recommend therapy to every single person.
That's the advice, kids.
And I'm no 100%. I stand by it, and I'm not saying the first person you meet with is going to work.
Yeah, that's kind of everything in life, though. Man,
it might not work. You know what I mean? And I know people. You know what I mean? Like loved ones that like same thing. Like that was cool. But when you find that one, and they're like they know what they're doing. It's good to find somebody specialized in what you like was dealing with. You know what I mean? Like what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
But anyway, like it works. That's what I'm trying to say. Like they point some stuff out that you be like, damn, that's super crazy. And it helps, man.
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy that they can help you kind of figure yourself out.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
It's pretty cool.
Because I never believed, like I was like you, like, all right, so I'm gonna go all over. I feel like I'm going all over the place.
It's cool. It's cool. Just go.
When I was younger, I was introduced to therapy. So, story about me: I was born in Philly. 2 years old. My family, they was into selling drugs, crazy lifestyle, right?
Mm-hmm.
My mom didn't want that for me. You know what I mean? And she was in that lifestyle too. But when she had me, I was about 2 years old. She's like, no, I don't want that for Anthony.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, I wasn't like shit. I was like, ew.
Google Gaga.
Yeah, we get it tappy. But
fuck it at.
No, I wasn't like shit. But she took me. She like, I want to move away. We had family in Boston, so she like, I'm gonna take Anthony over there. Father wasn't really around. You know what I mean? And so we moved over there, and I was over there till man, I want to say like 8 to like 10 years old.
Damn.
And we came back to Philly. I remember she had a Toyota .8. I don't know if y'all younger than me. You remember .8?
.8, no.
Nah.
What? That was a classic like hood car back in the day. But she had a brown .8. It's crazy. I work for UBS now, so it's like
He said, "We're UBS,
I wish
man."
we kept that, John. But I remember driving back from Massachusetts over here, and it's like, and then we moved back, and I'm like, damn, why we moving back? I'm 10 years old. Like, I ain't used to this. But then she was like, oh, I want you to do therapy. I'm like, why? Like, but that's what she told me. She had cancer. Like, I ain't know. I'm 10 years old.
Right.
But that was her way of, like, you know what I mean? Like, she wanted to try to protect me.
Right.
But it didn't work for me because I didn't say nothing. Like, I was there like, I don't want, who's this? Like, you know, who's this person?
Yeah.
I didn't talk at all. It didn't work for me at that time.
Yeah.
And, you know, long story short, you know, we moved back. She got real bad. She was getting bad. And, you know, I lost her. You know what I mean? And I dealt with that, like, just how I dealt with it. Like, I don't know. I was just raised by my grandmom and, you know, which was great to me. That's my heart right there, bro. You know what I mean? She did everything. But we talking, I'm 43 now. I've probably been dealing with my mental health for, if I say 10 years, that's long. So I'll say, like, at least, like, 8 years, something like that.
From today's date?
From back to when, you know what I mean, like, when I was 10. You know what I mean? That's a long time.
So you saying that the past 8 years you've been dealing with it heavier?
I actually started telling, like, people I loved, like, yo, this is why I...
Oh, you started working on yourself better.
Yeah, working on myself.
That's
when I say
So
dealing with it, it's not dealing with it, you're talking to... No, you're talking to people that you love and you letting them know, like, yo, I'm not... Because that's what I felt like. I felt like they going to think I'm crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right,
I'm talking about, like, I'm just a bad person because I'm acting out like this, and I didn't want that. And those people I loved that I always acted out in front of when I got real drunk.
That's really, really good you said that, because that's something I kind of want to ask you. When did you realize you were kind of struggling with it? Like, when in your life did you feel like, okay, I'm going through this?
I need help.
Not that I need help, but more like, I kind of understand it now. I know it's something wrong with me mentally.
Oh,
and
you
it's
figured
not,
out that
yeah,
it's a
like,
mental health
when
issue.
did you recognize that point of your life?
I had a close friend of mine, and we went out a couple. You know, we used to go out. Like I said, when I go out, there are times when I used to drink and I spaz. So it was one time that it was crazy because we went out. We had a great time. It was the end of the night, and I just seen somebody from my past, like just a dude, like, you know, that was in a bar when I had a bar fight. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna get the detail, but it was a situation that happened. And I just remember the dude there had nothing to do with it. I started spazzing. That's the motherfucker right there. Boom, boom, boom. And I started doing my shit. Like, I'm ready to rock. Like, I was just spaz. And he wasn't like, that wasn't his, like, personality. Like, he wasn't like that dude. You know what I mean? Like, not punk or nothing like that. And I'm saying that. I'm just saying he wasn't looking for trouble. So I put him in a situation where we was about to go at it in this bar, like, just for no reason. Dude never, I know, and I said it afterwards. I like, yo, dude never had nothing to do with it. I just remember his face that day. Like, I knew he had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Anyway.
Damn.
So it got bad. Like, man, it got real bad that night. I remember the next day we had a birthday party, like one of his families, and we had to go. And I remember just pulling him to the side. I felt like shit. Like, I remember that night he was like, you know, I put him in a bad situation. He probably never been in that type of situation before.
Right,
I put him in. So I felt bad. I'm like crying. Like, he was like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? Relax. So I felt so bad that the next day I was like, I can't keep doing this to people. You know what I mean? So I remember the next day I told him, like, yo, I'm sorry, man. Like, I ain't go all in right there. I said I'm dealing with. I realized I'm dealing with some stuff that I got to work on, and I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna start working on myself. That's when I started doing therapy.
Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So it's kind of like,
that's where I started. Like, it actually started right there. I started looking out, and my wife seen it. Like, my wife, man, I say all the time, she saved my life, bro.
yeah.
And I don't say that shit like just. It's not like a saying. Just oh, it sounds cute. Nah.
No, she
It
must
wasn't
have
for
been
her.
there a lot for you.
Bro,
she had
she
to, you know
was
what I'm
there.
saying? If you've been battling mental for a long
'Cause you-
time, bro.
She seen the bad, ugly, and the
You guys
ugliest.
met at,
Exactly.
how old were you when you met her?
Man. I was like 18 maybe.
18, and this happened obviously after you was 18 with the guy and stuff like that. So she.
No, it was before. Oh, it was after. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was after. And she
Y'all
was there that
was
day.
Oh,
Oh, she
snap.
was there with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a bad night. Like, I put it through a bad night. You know what I mean? We're talking about me busting in the house, bloody. Where's my gun? You know what I mean? Walking out the house with my gun. I'm high. I used to do pills back then, and she's terrified, bro. Like, but she don't know what to do.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, she been through some
The
stuff.
fact that you remember that stuff, so that more.
That's crazy. I don't even remember a lot of bad things.
That's what I want to ask you. So it's like
that's one of my biggest struggles.
That wasn't really you, let's say, right? That was just like you was just mad, so you needed to do something about the anger. That's what you was kind of doing.
And I was just like,
got you.
I was reacting.
Got you.
Because I like to say, like, you know, I'm a good guy. Like, my thing is like I'm genuine. You know what I mean? And I'm like the way I was raised with my mother. Like the time I did have with her, she like I always say the same thing. I'm like. My mother gave me a foundation that it was like, you can't break that.
Right.
Like her foundation she gave me, and I will always cherish that because I slipped up. I got into the wrong habits, but I always knew what was there and what I wanted.
Roots.
Right.
And and then my wife comes and she's like, I'm going to hold you. Like, I'm going to stick here and like, all right, whatever. Like, we'll wait it out. Like, and I always tell her like, damn, I put you through a lot of dumb shit. Like, I did some dumb shit, and she's like, I always seen the good in you. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's a real one.
And that's hard to do. Like, when you, like...
That is, especially... Trust me, I'm not trying to throw shots at you.
I
know you. We really homies outside of here. I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah.
But that's deep for her to say, even after...
Witnessing all that, man.
Yeah, like nobody want to see a fucking drunk coming in the crib on some dumb shit. Like who really want to go through that? You know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking. It was drugs too.
Yeah, like and then the fact your wife's just like she's looking at you. She's like,
I know this isn't you.
I love you so much. Like don't worry, we're gonna get through this. Like that's deep, man.
Like, yo, you know you saved my life. She was like, stop. She be like, stop. Man. I like, but you did though.
Yeah, that's deep.
Because you wasn't around. Like I just didn't have nothing going for me at the moment, and I didn't really have at that time I had what my mother put in me, but I didn't have no one else saying, "Yo, this is what we want." You know what I mean? Like,
right? Yeah, that's deep, man. That really is deep as shit. That's crazy.
And on the same topic, like moving forward, like that was the first like that was when I first like, yo, I got to work on it. And then it was still happening though. Like I was trying, but remember that's why I was dealing with somebody. Like I told you, the therapist I wasn't connecting with. So it was still episodes where it's like, yo, like every time I get drunk, sometimes it wouldn't even be like I'm snapping. I'm just crying. Like I just think about my mom. Like I just like
you was doing a J. That's
I was just yep. Yeah.
No, but there was a lot of moments where I had.
There's just a picture of him. I don't think it's a picture of me crying, but. A lot of people see me crying because I ain't scared of crying in front of somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same.
Like, that always been me. Like, my emotions, you going to get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Crazy because as you speak, I could relate to so much of that. I relate to so much of that because when I used to drink, I used to black the fuck out and my emotion would come out crazy like that. And I would get like that from nowhere, defensive. Like, you know what the fuck I'm going through, leave me the fuck alone. And my wife see me through a lot of bad shit. And it's crazy because when you say that, I'm like, damn, she is just remind me of yo, like she really stuck around to see me overcome a lot of shit I'm going through to this day. And I'm still like going through, but I feel like I learned so much. And hearing that, I'm like, damn, I was in them shoes for years, not only in my relationship, but just in my childhood. I mean, my teenage years, just my upbringing, my early 20s. And I'm like, I was a problem. And I always told myself, I'm a good guy. I'm a really good guy. And, I know I want to get out of this position I'm in forever. Like, me and my brothers, we don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I know I'm going to get out of here, but I was messing around with marijuana. I was abusing the liquor. I was handling my emotion, throwing myself out there. And, you know, then there was nights where I would just ball up and just cry, hearing old school music. Sometimes I'll just, like that, I look at somebody and I just want to tee off. I'm like, why was I going through this? And I never understood why. And that's one of the biggest reasons why. You know, next month I'll be 1 year sober, but it's one of the big reasons I had to take away from the liquor because, you know, I always told myself I couldn't handle it, but it was something deeper. It was something deeper inside me that I was fucking up. And I don't want to say like I was a bad guy, but like you said, your wife to see you through that. I think my wife see me as like a fucking devil. You know what I mean? To scare somebody like that.
She used to say that to me.
Yeah, it's like
she not say I'm a devil, but she'll like. It was Hennessy. I used to drink Hennessy a lot before, and she like I stopped drinking it. She asked me plenty of time like, nah, it ain't that just because I'm dealing with stuff. But for some reason, the Hennessy, and she says, she like, I just sometimes I could see your switch, and I just see like you're looking for something. You know what I mean? Like she like, and then you black out, and you're looking like. Let's get this straight. Like I don't want nobody, like never put my hands on my wife. Right. Never. I'm not an aggressive guy towards my lady, my kids, but I will be to like another like man. You know what I mean? Like a dude. You know what I mean? Like that was my looking for like, yo, let's wreck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just,
that's what I said. Like I would crash out.
Yeah,
it came out, so I just crashed out.
I know. I remember when we was in my house and one of my cousins was watching a game with us, and you kept trying to press him for some money and stuff.
Over some $20 for some Eagles game.
I'm
he was like, nah, but everybody gotta fucking
gotta pay.
I'm like, yo, he all right.
But that was a little.
100%. That was a little.
But that was a I'm telling you, like times that towards 10. Like,
yeah, nah, I feel you.
But it was like, and I'm not proud of that shit. I'm just being real with y'all. Like,
no, of course,
and that's what I'm saying. You sharing that, I could, damn. Seen that?
You trying to eat it?
Nah.
Yeah.
I could definitely.
He's like, the fucking mic did. You don't know me.
I could 100% relate to that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just witnessed in real life right now. Like, I'm not the only one who shared them things, and you're older than me. You've been through, and it's like, I feel bad because I know a lot of other guys are going through that shit right now, and they need to hear people knowing that there's a better side to it.
It is.
You know, now I'm overcoming. That's why I tell like,
and it feels good. Like. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, this how you know when you're working on yourself. I never spazzed out when I was sober. I never. I used to do pills though. That's the only thing. Like when I did Xannies back in the day, the next day for some reason the after effect was the Rams. Like you're just in a bad mood. You're thinking about stuff. That's the only thing. And I did that. I didn't do that as much as I did like I used to do PCP. Like what? So, but when I did do that, for some reason, I got locked up one day because of that shit.
He woke up in the sun.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got a funny story.
Calm
I'll tell
down,
you that in a second. Dumb shit. I mean, it's a funny story, but I got fucking locked up. But real quick, it's like when I started like really working on myself. When I found my therapist, Nicole, man, like that's her name. She
Real quick, shout out Nicole. Shout out Nicole. Doing major things
Go
right
book
here.
an appointment.
Yeah. But I would like, it don't have to be, I'm not drunk. I'm at work. A song come on, I'm thinking, I'm crying. Like, and then I was looking, now I'm like, oh no, I want to hear these songs. Like I remember from my mom, like Spanish songs, a lot of old Spanish songs, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'll be like, yo, like these are just my emotions coming out. Yeah. Like I can get out of it, and I'll speak to my wife like, I'm in a bad. She like, you all right? I'm like, you know what I mean?
That's healthy.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes I won't be like, I'm good. Like sometimes I'll do that.
But she already knows something's going on.
She knows. And you know, and it's hard. I'll be like, dang, you know, I'm going. Before I used to be like, I deal with stuff, and it's like, that's not fair to her. Like, you know, I deal with stuff, so you should know it's not you. She used to feel like I got an issue with her, but it's like it's me dealing with my stuff. But like, you know,
I'm happy you said that. I'm really happy you said that because a lot of people they do suffer for reasons they don't have to suffer, and you know, like the fact that you admit that and be like, she didn't have to go through that. You know, what I'm talking about, like
the people who love you the most, they will suffer from it, regardless if you say, "Don't worry about me, I'm fine." They'll suffer, and that's what we have to acknowledge too. People who deal with mental health, we have to know that the people who look up to us, the people who are around us, they will be hurt by our mental health. 100%. So it's not all about just saying I'm fine and everything. It's also expressing yourself, and that's very important for you guys to know. You gotta let the people that you love the most, who cares for you, you gotta let them know what you're going through. You have to.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
you don't know what they can do to help you. Not only that, they don't deserve to fight that silent battle without, you know, you actually putting yourself out there to help them with it. Yeah, and you're giving them some problems.
And it's if you care for them too, like, because some people could care for you and you just like really don't care for them that much. Right. But if, like, for example, you know, it's his wife, so you know, I feel like you have to tell her, you have to tell her the things you don't want to talk about because it's your wife.
But it
so
just shows but with men too, like men really don't express themselves.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one of the biggest problems.
That's true.
We say like we don't speak
and
up.
A lot of times it's hard, and it sucks though. But it's harder for men to express what he's been through because it's embarrassing to them.
Yeah.
Or
you know what I mean?
Is it embarrassing or is it just our ego?
No, it's embarrassing. Like you're like, damn.
I guess the shit we did.
It kind of be both.
It depends what's going on. Like
it could be because I talked to my wife to this day, and she said you got to get that out your head. She was like, that stigma shit, all you got. And I said, yeah, but it's true. Like the world really is for men. Like it's a big stigma. She was like, yeah, but I'm not like that with you. I'm not the world. And I'm like, I fucks with that. I get it 100%. But shit is so hard as how they say just switch over. Like
the stigma doesn't have to be 100%. Like everybody has to be doing it. There is a stigma. Stigma it's just there. It's something that's there.
Right.
We just know it's views on people. And like you said, it could be embarrassment. It could be from other things. And it's tough. So it's easy for a man to just say, I'm fine. I'm cool.
Yeah.
It's funny. I was on my way to work like 2 days ago, and I was listening to I think it was 100.3 whatever. I don't know why I got this.
Shout out 103.
Yeah, but anyway, I was listening, and they was talking about that though, like more like, is it okay for a man to be emotional? It was crazy. I'm like, damn, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like listening on my way to work.
Talking back to the radio.
I like, motherfucker, tell them. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn right, I'm emotional.
This that truck driver
But
stuff, y'all.
it's like, and there was the girl on there, like the one of the hosts.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think a man that's important. A man should show his emotions and be emotional. And one of the dudes like, no, you can't. No, actually, it was a caller, and he was like, no, you can't show that. And I'm like, I disagree with that, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day,
I think back then I wouldn't disagree.
You have to be strong. Like, don't get it like being emotional. You can still be emotional and strong. Like this, it's not a. You could be emotional and strong, bro.
Yeah, there's
you
no
can
doubt about
cry
it.
at a funeral, but still
like
be
some
the
people
man.
think like you
leading.
can't be strong when you're emotional. I'm an emotional nigga, bro.
I think that means
Even when I was snapping and trying to fight, I'm emotional dude. But I'm ready to rock out on you. Like that's what it was. Like
he got the matches.
I wasn't no tough nigga, but I wasn't no tough dude. But it's just like,
look, if you mess with me again, I'll shoot you.
and I'll freaking cry your shoulder. But no, my man, I'm yelling like a motherfucker. I think
my daughter, man, what's going on, Dad?
She's like, I knew he should have let him down there.
Oh man,
he had a bald head. He showed me. He said it feel like shark skin. I'll never see it though, man. He said that joke. That shit was funny
for the bar again. He gonna be like, it's him again.
Oh my god.
Close the door.
Yeah. No,
That's
but like,
hilarious.
I mean, like, I'm emotional, dude. Like, I just always been emotional. Like, since a kid.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
I have been too.
I
I mean, my cousins will tell you.
I don't got no problem with that.
Yeah, you know some of my cousins. They'll probably tell you like, yeah, Ollie's a crybaby.
He
was a crybaby. I was
used to touch
emotional,
him,
man. Growing up, I was an emotional kid. I mean, it's a lot of things that I just got emotional for. I got emotional. A lot of things that made me cry when I was a kid, for thinking about it, is seeing other people hurt. Like, if I saw somebody crying, I'm crying. If I know somebody feelings just got hurt, that shit got me emotional. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
that's the same thing.
Bro, I cried one time in the park because it wasn't even a kid I knew. And he was just talking about a funeral he just came from. And it looked like he was about to cry. So I started crying for him.
Oh, shit.
I'm just like, yo, I'm a bitch. But it's like, I'm just an emotional person. I mean, I still smack the shit out of somebody if I had to. But
it's like
just an emotional person.
All right, so it's crazy. All right, so what's Terry Crews? You know what Terry Crews is?
Yeah.
Strong bull.
Yeah, he been
White
through
chicks,
you ever
yeah.
seen it? Like, you ever heard him speak about his stuff?
His father and stuff, right?
Nah, I didn't hear him.
Abusive
His
background.
pop was abusive to him.
Yep.
Damn,
Remember,
fucked up.
Terry Crews like this. You look out like, I ain't.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Like, go ahead, take his wallet. Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That man
But he
had-
talk about he's like no, ain't no violence. Like, people look at me and think I'm like, yo. He like, no, I chose. Like, he like, I've been through some stuff. You know what I mean? And it's just like he wanted to rock on his pop,
Right.
but he like, no. You know what I mean? He like, I could, he could, he could whoop his pop. For all the stuff abuses. I think it was mom. Don't quote me, but I think it was mom and him. You know what I mean? And when he got older, he like, I can fuck him up, right? Now I can, I whoop his ass. My bad. I don't know. Y'all be cursing on his joint. I know. I watch all the time.
Man.
We're already cursing.
We just talk on this, John. They don't give a fuck.
Hey, kids. But
mommy, what's
that's
mental health?
that's something to be like, yo. It's like you don't gotta be like that. You know what I mean? It's just, yo, be yourself. Like people want to just be a macho man. That shit ain't getting you nowhere.
People always trying to play
Unless
the character.
you gonna go to UFC, yeah, be that bull.
I mean, I just seen the UFC first. They cry after their matches to speak about mental health, and I'm like, I love that.
It's emotions though. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. But everybody's scared and like just don't want to freaking do it. You know what I mean?
Whatchamacallit? Do you think like once you recognize your mental health, do you think it changed the way you kind of viewed your life? Like, all right, let's say like right now, how you dealt with your mental health, how you've been dealing with all these years. Do you think it changed how you view your life now? Like, because of it, like, compared to somebody that knows you and then they see how your life was, but then you know yourself. Do you think your mental health kind of like how do you explain it better?
Yeah, I'm trying to see where you try
shape them into the person you in today.
No, like do you think your mental health changed how you view your life? Just like
how did mental health had an impact on his life then?
Basically, yeah. Like did it keep you from anything? Did it keep you from doing anything? Did it keep you from other people? Like,
no, it didn't. I don't think it kept me from people at all. It definitely put like a pause on, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish I would have dealt with it a lot longer. I mean, sooner.
A lot sooner, yeah.
Did you realize it? But you didn't realize it till later on in your life, right?
I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that shit. I didn't know it was bothering.
You didn't know it was mental health?
Me.
Did you just thought it was like just feelings, maybe, or like no, I really have a mental health issue, like.
Nah, I just, like I said, I never used to think about things, and it's, I don't know if y'all know this. There could be times that come around and like, all right, so me when my mom passed, it's crazy. It's, it's coming up, but not past. Her birthday's coming up, June 13th. But I didn't notice. It's crazy. I never noticed this, but when her birthday comes around, my mood changes, and I'm not even like you're not consciously thinking about it, but it's something in you that remembers that feeling of, like it's her birthday or like her death date. You know what I mean? Like, so
right, yeah.
But I don't think it's just.
Do you get like anxiety from it?
I don't think I get anxiety.
Because
I hear y'all speak about
what you're explaining right now.
I
get them feelings, but I know it gets deeper for me. Like I get a panic attack or anxiety with holidays, especially
I never
New
really
Year's.
had panic attacks. Only thing I can remember when I was like really bad, like when I first started dealing with it, I can remember like it might have been panic attack, but I could just feel myself getting more like mad inside, and just like my mind won't stop thinking about stuff getting me more mad. I'll stay stuck there.
I'm not sure if that's a panic attack.
I think that's more like anxiety though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I never been like with the sweats or you know what I mean.
Right,
like,
yeah,
I hear people say like,
no, yeah, anxiety just making you anxious.
Yeah,
so
I get like a tiny bit anxious, but I'm just thinking, and I'll just try to keep myself busy. But I don't think I was getting anxiety. Like it was just more like emotions are coming, like anger.
Since realizing, like, I'm gonna keep going back to like since you figured it out, since when you figured out, okay, I have something mentally going on with me. I need to figure this out. I need to do something to help it. Since that time, what have you learned about yourself?
Since working on myself, you said? Like,
yeah, you could say that. I was gonna say more like since when you found out that you have mental health issues.
Right.
So like basically like when you fully discovered it, what have you learned like since then about yourself?
I learned a lot of patterns I was doing, like things I was doing.
That's good.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I learned that I have a addicting personality. So your focus on it don't gotta be drugs or nothing like that.
Right, right.
Like I can get into like it was times where I got into fishing. My wife will tell you, I was doing it every day, barely sleeping. Get out of work, get my youngest daughter Maribel. Y'all know Maribel. Get on the bus, go fishing down the street from my house, all day until I had to go back to work in the afternoon, and I'll sleep in the truck.
That's wild.
I did that for a week straight until my wife like, "What are you doing?" I like, I'm fishing. You know what I mean? Like
there's something for it. I'm trying to think of what it is, but I think it's a disorder or something.
I do that
That's
a lot.
crazy.
Like, and then, I haven't played That's my thing. Call of Duty. I haven't played that probably in like 3 months, but I'll get on there and I can sit on there for 10 hours straight.
I remember.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of people can do that, but I'm like that with everything. Like I just bought a quad. I'm every time I get off the road, I'm like, yo, I gotta order this. I'm looking at videos, how would I fix this, learning everything, and like, so it took a while that she been noticed that, but you know, I was like, man, I be just doing stuff. Like I get up, but I do assess like on certain things, like
obsession.
Yeah,
right.
When you get onto a new topic, you're obsessed with it. You stay with it. You
work
on it.
It kind of messes with your mental when you like kind of lean away from that stuff so fast. So you
and
feel
it takes away from a lot of different things you don't notice. Like
yeah, you feel like you gotta like sit there until you either done with it or you don't feel like doing it no more. Kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's where I'm at now. I don't feel like doing it. And like something else came up. Like I got another project, with the car I just picked up.
Yeah.
So now I'm like with that, but I was like, it's been a crazy, like, my daughter just graduated. Shout out to my daughter, Deanna.
Yeah.
Man. Just got a bachelor's.
That when I shouted out
Deanna,
that's his daughter.
This is her father right here. Yeah.
Michaela, she graduated from high school, June 18th. So, I'm like, all right, let me chill. I'm trying to retire. Me and my wife was like, yeah, all right. Deanna got a couple interviews already. We're like, oh, what they offer you? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I might have to like chill. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, take care of me.
What you call it?
But that was the hardest for me. Like, it was affecting my family. You know what I mean? And it's not like it wasn't like how I was on the streets spazzing on people, but I used to shut down.
Right.
Like I'll be at the dinner table. They could be talking about whatever. Something that will make me crack up. It's not even a little bit of fun to me. But there's nothing going on. Like they never did nothing.
Right.
It's just I'm in my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit like that sucks.
That's mental health. That's the part of mental health that nobody talks about.
And it's hard because a lot of people don't understand it. Like I remember times like when I was local, like people don't know what I'm talking about. But like I remember times waking up with open eyes, my wife's already out of bed. I can hear them upstairs. I'm scared to go up. I used to sit in my bed like at least an hour, like I'm just scared to go up because nothing's going on. I was just like, damn, I know how instantly I could just get into a bad mood for no reason,
right,
and affect everybody's mood. I know they feel it. You know what I mean?
It makes you feel like an asshole.
You was trying to protect
I hate
them.
it. And while you're sitting there, you feel like an asshole. You're trying to get yourself out of it. It's not gonna work. And it ain't gonna work till it just kind of like passes. It's hard to explain, but
yeah. No, I definitely feel what you're saying. We kind of spoke about this before.
We did. I remember we spoke on like early on, like we kind of first met. I was like, damn. I remember we were speaking about like, damn, I thought it was only, you know what I mean? Like you start feeling, you always feel like that. Like, damn, I never heard nobody talk about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I hate that. That's one of the things I feel like I struggle a lot with my mental health too. Is when I'm gonna just say you being a dick. You're being a dick. Your family's trying to talk to you. They're trying to interact with you, and you're just sitting there like, I guess, whatever. And then like, you being an asshole, and you're like, yo, get the fuck out of this mood because these people trying to be with you. Like they want to love you right now.
Genuine.
And you're not letting that happen because of the shit you're going through.
Love.
Yeah, it's
there's
insane.
There's nothing in it for them.
Nope.
It's insane.
That's unconditional love, bro.
I mean, this should
cherish that.
There should only
definitely
be unconditional love, though. That's the thing. People say.
And I'm gonna say another thing real quick because I can relate to it. I lost my mom's. I know I see a lot of people like they take that for granted, man. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, my mom's did this. She called me and said this. You don't even have an idea like how bad I wish my mom
had that call.
My mom could call me and say that same thing. Like that would do everything for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's true. You don't know until that's taken away from you.
So it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't care what we're talking about. It don't have to be your mom, pop, or nothing like that.
Anything.
You don't like that.
You don't know
shit
what
is
you
true.
truly have until
We hear
it's
it as
gone.
kids. Oh, you don't know until you get it. But that's 100% true.
Yeah.
Even when they say like it could be with like jobs, like people be like, "Oh, you bitch about your job every day. Wish you had this," but you losing, be like, "Damn,
Yeah.
now what?"
And that comes with everything in life.
Relationships.
Do you feel like
you see
do
it?
you feel like now you struggle? So the first thing I want to ask you is, do you struggle often with your mental health? Do you feel like you struggle
Yeah.
often?
Yeah.
Okay,
100%.
so now, do you feel like because of the passing of your mom, that's what kind of like triggers to kind of deal with your mental health often? Do you feel like if her being gone kind of like triggers a lot of things for you that makes you get in moods or just make you do different things randomly because of that?
100%. Like that don't get easier. So I don't know if that's. I know that's not the question, but that is always in there. You know what I mean? Like
is that like the trigger
like
for a lot of things?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've dealt with more stuff that's like, I wouldn't say deeper, but like, you know, I dealt with some trauma that like really fucks with me. Like, it's stuff that like you can't understand. Like, damn, why this happened? Like,
Right.
I understand when my mom passed away. She got a disease. She caught cancer. There's things that I've been through. Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, you start
and then you be like,
questioning,
why me? Or you know what I mean? It's like that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is. But you think of that too, like, damn, why my mom? You know what I mean? She was great. She loved people, like, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
But it's a disease, you know what I mean? But when you're talking about actions, so that's. But to answer your question 100%, a lot of times when that starts me up though. Like,
Yeah.
thinking about her.
Yeah.
Kind of always goes inside.
It kills me. Like I'm telling you right now, man. I lost her. I want to say at the age of 12, and it ain't get better, bro. Like it ain't get better. Never.
Man,
It just
that's crazy.
you learn how to try to like deal with it. Like, but it's hard, man. It's
Yeah.
hard.
I believe
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know what to do if I lost my mom, to be honest. I mean,
It's
it's
hard.
crazy because my mom just went to St. Louis to go visit her sister for her birthday, and I was telling my brothers, I'm like, we went to go get a haircut, and our barber go to her house, so we all meet up at her house to get the haircut.
Right.
And when we went there, she wasn't there, and I was like, in my head, that's what I'm saying. Like they kind of know. I put this on the episode a lot. Like I think fucking crazy, bro. Like my mind is always thinking crazy shit. So I went home that day and I talked to Lisa. I'm like, damn, being in my mom's house without her there, like, that kind of fucked me a little bit. Like, I kind of had anxiety. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me too. When I left that day, I felt.
I'm like, damn, my mom not around. Like, when we get a haircut, my mom downstairs
she's
with us,
always
she's
there. We
talking with
drink
us and
coffee
shit.
together. So
Yeah, like, so we chilling. But I'm like, when I'm there and my mom wasn't in her house, I'm like,
What's going
I
on?
don't know what to do. Yeah, like,
not-
I don't know what
she's
to do no
missing.
more.
It's not. You know.
I'm
it's
like,
like
what
you
the
really
fuck?
can't talk to that person no more.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is
Nah.
crazy. And in my head, I'm like, damn, what if I lost my mom? Like,
Yeah.
and bro, at her house, I started getting emotional. Like, I started missing
know.
her. And not missing her like, oh, mom, come back from St. Louis. Like, she only like 13, 14 hours away. That's nothing crazy. You know what I'm talking about? Like, but I was missing her
Her
more
presence.
as like, yeah, like her presence.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You
one
take it
day,
for-
this
you take
won't
it for
be
granted.
here.
It-
Like, and
She's
yeah, I
not,
went
she's
home and I
not
told her
taken
Seth.
from you, but she's not there.
Yeah, and I told her, Seth,
know
I
what
was
I
like,
mean?
damn, I think I take my mom for
It
granted.
was
Like,
all right. So you live in like 25 minutes from your mom.
yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like if you feel like that, you be like, I'm going to my mom's crib. She's in
Right.
St. Louis now.
right.
So it's like you didn't lose your mom, but she's not there. You can't
Yeah.
see her. You can't hug her. You can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I told her, Seth, I went home that day. I'm like, I
And
think
it's
I took my mom
crazy.
for granted, man. Cause
And just some people got to think like, imagine that's the norm. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like
It
it's
is.
not like, oh yeah, she's coming back.
No,
Next
that's
week.
that's part of life.
No,
and
that's it.
my mental health be fucked, bro. Like, I'll
Nah,
be fucked for a long
I'll
time.
tell you
But
right now.
but the thing is, that's part of the life circle. And it's like we have to
And
accept
it's
that.
you know why it's so hard because it's also like you gotta like remember like it's hard, like really hard. But I got a family I built.
exactly.
So yeah, it's hard
Yes,
for me, but
yeah.
I can't let that be hard on them because I'm like just letting go. You know what I mean?
You
And
have-
that's what used to bother me a lot. Was like I was getting so mad that like yo and it wasn't even my mom, it was my other trauma. It's like I'm letting that affect me now. That's 20 years ago. And it's affecting my kids. So I used to get so mad, you know what I mean?
I mean, I have days like that, and I get so upset more at the end of the day, especially when my son is here. You know, when he's with my time, and I know I just let a whole fucking day go by because I was battling some shit when I should have been spending time with them, creating memories.
Right.
And I really can't fucking control it.
You feel like you can't get out of it.
Yeah,
right?
and I got I get so pissed off at myself. I can make it up with them. You can't make it up. You can't. And that's the sad part of mental health is like when you're stuck in that position, you can't make up that lost time. You could never make it up.
You guys will notice that you guys got younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, I got older kids. So it was getting to the point that they know what's up. Like they know something's wrong with Pop.
Mm-hmm.
So when they be like, Dad, you okay? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
An 8-year-old, you be like, yeah, I just don't feel good. They just thinking you got a headache.
Right.
Or you can swing it to
A 22-year-old, 18-year-old, they know it ain't. They know damn, he's thinking about something heavy.
Yeah.
Like he's not goofing with us or nothing.
Right. And then now the fucked up part is what's gonna fuck with you more is that you're gonna see them change because they care about you so much. They're gonna make sure you good. So they're gonna take away from their time. They either probably gonna sit there or just walk by, look at you. But
they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel their dad pain. They're gonna look at him like, damn, that hurts me.
I don't want that shit for my dad. Like, especially the father you are. Like you said, you always joking with them. You always laughing. You want to make sure they're smiling. So it's like that shit fucks with you, man.
That's another thing I used to do. I don't struggle with that no more. But right before I was like starting to get into like working on it, I'll see them. They could come home from school. If they're not smiling, oh my gosh, they're miserable. I'm being a bad, like, it used to throw me off, bro.
Right.
For no reason. They'd be like, my wife be like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I wouldn't say it to her, but I'm feeling like my kid is just depressed. Just because she's not laughing. It was crazy. I couldn't even explain that. I don't even know where that came from, for real. I couldn't explain that. I remember talking to my therapist about that. She like, I forget at the time, I forget what she was talking to me about, but I was like, that's crazy that I just like, what's going on?
That's crazy, cause that's something I wanted to ask you too. Like, what kind of role do your family plays in the whole like you dealing with your mental health? Like, what kind of role do they put in that situation for you? Like, do it kind of like makes you
motivated to get out of it? Or
does it make it harder on you? Does it make it easier for you? Does
I guess
it help?
It's both. It's best.
It's both sides.
It's both sides of the world.
Because when you're in it bad, when they're trying to make it better, it don't feel good to you. Like me, when I'm in a bad spot, love don't feel good to me.
Right.
I'm shutting it off.
Right.
And I don't want it. And it doesn't feel good to me. So it'll be like, it's fake. You see, I'm not, you're doing it because you see I feel like I used to be like that.
Right.
You want nobody feeling pity on you, kind of?
No, never. So it was like, and then I'm getting mad at that's when, I don't think I'm there now. Like, I'm pretty sure I know I'm not there now.
Right.
But
That's good.
Before, it's like, what's going on? Like, that didn't feel good to me. Like, when I shut off love, when I was that bad, I didn't want it at all. Don't try to give it to me. I'm, like I said, I never snapped on them, but it's just like, it just feel weird to me. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I get hot inside. Like, you ever get like real scared? Real scared, and you get hot in your whole body.
Not my whole body, but for some reason, my feet get on fire like I'm stepping
real quick. Nobody ever got up and used the bathroom. Can I get up and use the bathroom?
Yeah.
I know that's bad, right?
Go use the bathroom,
yo,
bro.
I gotta go potty, yo.
Watch out for the wire. Watch out for the wire. You want to disconnect it, guys.
Nah, that's wild.
I mean, that's some real stuff, guys. What we're hearing right there, that's firsthand off a whole nother perspective, and that's insane. Like, I'm learning so much from a buddy of mine. Like, I knew this guy for a couple years, and this is a whole different insight. And just him speaking about all these stories and what he's going through, it's a blessing, to be honest, to hear another man, and not in that way to like hear his struggles, but for him to express his mental health.
Yeah, I feel like that's so refreshing.
I feel like this is like, it's making these dark times feel a little better. Like when he's talking about his mom and shit, and then you mentioned our mom and that situation is just like, we all know what's going to happen as well, but I'm looking at him like, you getting through this and we're here for you, and I know it'll be the same with him and us, and it's just, I don't know, like, I feel like just speaking about this mental health stuff is something good, because as you can see, he's still smiling through all of this. He's smiling, and he has a reason and a purpose, and he's getting up. And I've related to a lot of things that we call him Little Man, so y'all gonna hear me say Little Man, but Little Man saying. I relate to a lot, especially the drinking part, man. That was my worst thing. Y'all all know that.
Yeah.
My drinking was terrible. I used to call you sometimes in the middle of the night, just break out crying or just start snapping and say some crazy, ridiculous shit. So, hey, welcome back.
We want here, man. That's why we created it. We do what we want.
Yeah,
we want to
pissed when
change.
he want to piss.
Yeah. Right.
Pick a corner. Say no.
That's
But,
crazy. I thought to piss.
Whoa.
I should quick. Say
Yo,
no.
man, what
That was a quick one. He just dropped down. Bloop.
Nah, bullshit.
He shot from a distance. He just bent over and shot it.
I'm going to walk in there and see a stain on the
Three-pointer.
That's funny as hell.
He
You
said
wasn't with me
three-pointer.
shooting in the gym.
Oh man. But yeah, man, like you were saying, fucking you felt like it was fake love kind of, and it's crazy because it wasn't. That's probably
No, 100%.
that's probably
No.
No,
I
100%
know
wasn't
that.
fake
that was
love. It
definitely
real.
the best love to receive. It's just
It is.
the way your mental health is programmed. So I guess that's kind of what like the negative stuff to it. So was there any like positive stuff? Like did the family come through where, you know, you was going through a rough time and there was like, and you was like, you were just grateful. Like you just grateful for your family. Like thank you. Like I'm going through this because of y'all. Like I'm getting over this because of y'all. Like
Yeah. It's more like I'm open with my children. Like until when they're at a certain age.
right.
Like my older children they know everything about me.
Right.
I'm not afraid or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want them to know, like, look, you know, if you ever seen me like this, it's because of that. So I speak a lot, like, well, I spoke once it gets to a certain age, but, like, I want to say, to be honest, like, one of my oldest, she'll just, like, she'll speak to me like that. Like that time I was telling y'all, like, they were like, yo, what's going on? It was time, like, it was to the point where she'd be like, I knew you was, you know what I mean? I knew you wasn't feeling good.
Right.
She like, next time, she like, Dad, just talk. Like, tell us. Like, it's all right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's okay to not feel good. Like, you know what I mean? Because you try to be, like I said, I'm emotional, but sometimes I be like, I don't want to mess up the moment, but I'm messing up the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I am.
I think it's really good that now that they're older, you're actually speaking to them about it. I feel like that's going to help them, and you may not see like that, but I feel like that's going to benefit your daughters so much.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really good. That's really
Yeah.
good. And I feel like that what you were saying, I'm like that with my children now, especially when I see them having a bad day. I put the blame on me automatically, or I get real nervous, like something happened, and I got to control it.
Right.
And I'm like, how can I teach them when I'm not even teaching them how to express their feelings? Because I'm supposed to lead by example, and I'm not expressing my feelings. But I'm like, they're too young for me to speak to them right now. But I know for sure when they're older, I would love to sit down with both of them and give them these talks and give them this real life taste. Like, hey, I'm your dad. I may have seen strong through your whole childhood, but I do suffer from a lot of things. And, you know, I want y'all to know that it's perfectly okay, too. Because I want to be there for them if they, you know, they're going through something and they want to open up to me. So that's really good that you're practicing.
A lot of people get it
with them.
messed up, too. They think just, like, teaching your kids to be in tune with their emotions is like making them weak. No.
Like
I
when
make sure they're strong.
like what boys,
Like,
they be
I like,
"Don't
yo,
cry."
don't put up with this. Like, that's different. Like, we talking about something like you just sticking up for yourself, whatever's right.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, you speak your mind.
Yeah.
But don't be scared to show your emotion. You know what I mean?
100%.
If you feel like you're struggling with something, like
And it's not like just crying to somebody. It's just like, it don't got to be emotions. It could be just like, I'm telling you how I feel. Yo, I didn't like that.
speaking up instead of keeping silent.
Yeah.
You know, if
100%.
something make you feel uncomfortable, speak up on it.
A lot
You
of
know what I
times
mean?
it's hard to do that for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
it's hard for me to do that sometimes. I tell you all the time. I
Yeah,
said,
it's
damn,
hard.
I hate how soft I am sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I hate how cool of a guy I am sometimes. Sometimes I feel like I want to be an asshole. I want to be rude
Yeah.
sometimes, but
I say that
it's just
too.
not in me. Like
I feel
it's
like
really-
they
So you
say
ever,
good
like-
guys and shit.
So I know with me, like I'm gonna ask you, you ever been like brush something off, like let it just go, but it's killing you after you let that go.
all the time, all the time.
And that same feeling I said when you get hot inside, I used to obsess about it, like just think. I think you said it. One of the episodes. I think you said that. You like I was just thinking about like, damn, I should have did this. I should have fucking told him fuck them. You know what I mean? Like did this, and it's like, you know, you just
Yeah.
You're obsessed about like, damn, I should have like.
It bothers me. Sometimes it'll change my whole day, my whole mood. And
I should have said this.
And that's when I'll be like, damn, I'm gonna change my ways. I'm gonna be an asshole from now on. Like it's,
Mhm.
I can't be nice no more. You know what I'm talking about? Like, people push all over that. But
Yeah.
to this day, that's sometimes who I am. And some people, a lot of people tell me, man, they do tell me. I mean, sometimes I know you tell me too. You be like, yo, you can't be too nice all the time. Like,
I feel like
gotta-
it depends
gotta
on the
do something.
situation. Like if it's for like a situation like you're walking down in the supermarket and something happened, like you could brush it off. But I feel like when it's people that's close to you or a situation like at work or something, I feel like, yeah, we should speak about it. You know, something that you deal with constantly,
But
or,
I'm
or
also-
some people. But
My bad.
you good.
But I'm also with like, it's crazy how you look at a lot of things, right? Because like, I look at a lot of stuff like it won't be that deep. Like it's
That's
not.
how I am.
It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like you don't gotta like.
is it worth it too?
A
That's the
lot of
thing.
times
You gotta-
I'm not good with that because that defense mechanism pop up and like
Mhm.
you ain't gonna hurt me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no way you're gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm built to last, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you knew what my shit consists of, you wouldn't even try that shit, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like so, a lot of times I'm guilty of that. You know what I mean? Just showing you like you ain't gonna get one up on me. You know what I mean? But a lot of time, most of the stuff, bro, it ain't serious.
It ain't. I don't think it's worth to get to that level. And a lot of times now with me, what I start doing is realizing like I'm not the only one with going through problems. Like maybe this person's acting like this because
good
they're
you said
going
that.
through shit.
That's
So
what I was gonna
I
say,
have to be a
yes.
little bit more mindful of others because I'm not the only one battling shit.
That's
So
crazy.
that's why you gotta
That's-
put that into effect as well. And I feel like that can help the world a little better.
Yeah, and I feel like the reason I am how I am nowadays, like, I'm not gonna say I'm a pushover, but more like how you said, like, it don't matter to me. And like I explained in a lot of the episodes, like I really don't give a fuck about anything. Like I
Is it
just
passive?
nothing,
Like you're real
nothing.
passive.
Yeah,
Nah,
just
did I
like
say that wrong.
no, that was right. Yeah,
Right?
But like
Just like,
nothing
all right.
bothers me, bro. Like I don't
Passive
take,
aggressive.
I don't
Like,
take.
it'll
nothing.
bother you, but you like.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like it's just yeah,
We out. You know.
yeah. I ain't worried
Don't
about it.
worry
Like it's right there. But like
But there is some times that it's like nope. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
that's
you
true.
went too far down.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, that definitely
Okay,
happens.
buddy.
That definitely happens, and but that's what brings me back to. You know what? I'm gonna still be that guy. I'm gonna still be the cool guy, the brush it off guy, because I don't like the anger. I really don't. I don't like the anger. I feel like that's what kind of changed my life to what I am now, because my anger was really bad growing
Yeah?
up. Like it was bad, bro. Like it was bad, man. Like it was bad. Like I hate that. And I tell us all the time. Like even sometimes when me and Lisette argue, I feel like.
Now your anger was bad, like just regular or like. So it wasn't like a drinking thing for you. Like you just
Nah.
had like
Nah, he didn't have
anger
a
from
drinker,
like.
man.
So what would trigger that for you?
I'll just be angry.
You just
Like
like
some,
I don't know.
like
you'd
no
be real
bullshit,
mad.
bro. No bullshit. Like
I feel like I seen that one time with you when we went to the gym.
Oh, when he punched the damn machine,
No,
started
I thought
slamming it. He was
like
upset.
it was like you was like frustrated and you went. Remember that?
oh, with the
He
machine.
couldn't lift the
yeah.
weight
and I
up.
remember
I was
looking
pissed.
like.
What's
It's
wrong with
cool, bro. Like, no, I didn't think that because but I'm like, it's cool, bro. You couldn't do it. Like you was so mad that you had an issue with it, and you just like, oh, what the? And I was like, that was a lot of anger right there. I seen that, and I was like,
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
got a little scared, like,
sometimes
ooh.
doing now with a set and she'll really look at me like not in fear, but almost like something like she never seen before in a way. Like what the fuck? She was like, why you get so angry for that? And then a lot of times I'm like, fuck, man. Like it puts me in a bad place. Like it gets me really depressed every time my anger come out. One, I don't like my anger. Two,
I don't like it either.
I don't
hate
like-
it.
yeah.
I don't like anger with no. Like I don't like
me neither. I don't like conflict.
I hate it. Like, cause I feel like when I was raised, like once I lost my mom, that's all it was, bro. It was anger, hate, the whole family. Nobody loved each other. Like, nobody was like, "I love you." No, and all that bitch, yelling. I don't like yelling. Like it'll be time my wife, like my wife's not the yelling type, but when she'll yell, I'll be like, it bothers me. Like you know what I mean? Like yo,
Yeah.
I don't. It does something to me.
No, I feel you, man. And I feel like I noticed that growing. I did notice that growing up, man. Like there's so many things. Like my cousins used to just joke about it. I mean, I'll laugh, but in my head I thought about it, I'm like, damn, I really did get mad for that. But like, I used to get mad, bro. And sometimes when we was young boys, he'll just walk in the crib, and I just want to punch him in the fucking mouth.
Word.
And it'd be bullshit, bro. I'm telling you, it just be probably because I don't like the shirt he wearing or something like that.
I mean, yeah,
it'll get me angry.
And then we end up still fighting though. That's the crazy part for no reason. We'll
Nah,
start
but, like,
fighting and shit.
And it's crazy because like it just because I was just angry, bro. Like I was angry a lot in my life.
When I was
like,
young, I didn't know what to do with it.
I didn't know what to do with
you,
it.
bro.
I used to run away. One of my friends.
He used to,
no, for real.
Remember the story you told us? You told us the story
I think CeeLo told y'all. I think CeeLo told y'all that story.
when you got hit with like a brick.
Oh
behind
no,
your
I
head.
told y'all that story.
You got hit
But
with a brick
every
behind
time
your
I
head. You
used to
started,
get hit,
you
I used
started
to-
running.
I
Every
broke
time you
my
feel
arm,
pain.
I just ran home. Oh shit, my arm was broke. We was throwing
That's hilarious.
we was throwing
man.
a spark plug. You know, it shatters the window.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the dude threw. Like whoever the kid I was with, that shit ricochet. I still got the scar. I don't know if y'all can tell. It's at the edge of my
Every time he get hurt,
Oh,
you
yeah,
start
my eyebrow, how it's so light right here.
Yeah.
you start
Split
running.
my shit. And we was far from my crib. It was in Boston at that time. I ran all the way home bleeding. But like when I used to go through something like for real, like after I lost my mom, I don't know. I used to like run and hide from them. Like there'll be times that I used to be like run and like I hear my grandma, "Where's little man? Where's that little man?" And then I done went so far and I like a couple blocks over really for real. And I'll be in the alleyway.
Yo,
Mad as shit crying. Like you know what I mean? I'm mad as shit crying. And they're just passing me.
They out there with a search
and then
party
I'll just
looking
go
for
back, like, and I'm cool then. But I needed space. There was
Damn,
one
that's
time
crazy.
I walked all the way up Erie. Just walked. I didn't really run. I ran in the beginning, then I just started walking. I don't know what
You
it
got
was.
tired.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I used to just give me my space. I'll come back. I'm cool. You know what I mean?
Me, I was more of a physical person. Let out my anger. I used to punch my room. They know my room was filled with hoes. I used to just punch. And then one day I got so upset.
I used to
think
punch hard shit. Like, you see this knuckle right here? That shit, like,
you ain't got no knuckle nowhere. That shit broke it.
yeah. I used to punch like concrete.
I think I put my head through a door one time, a wooden door. They got me mad one day, and I just boom went right through. But I was more of a aggressive with the outside stuff, and that was bad because it carried on even to my adult years now. And I'm glad I don't do that shit no more. I had to figure it out, like with a lot of things. But everybody handled it different. You handled it by running to alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
He did it
I
by
used to be
weights
out.
in the gym.
I used to be out, man.
I did it by putting my head through a door. So it's crazy.
How
I want to ask a question. How would you
Not your turn, buddy.
yeah
He said, I
cool,
want to
man.
ask a question.
That's cool.
something
fucking
that
around.
audience probably could pick up because you talked about a lot of battles you went through.
Right.
So what are some of the things that you learned to help cope with your mental health? What is like your coping mechanism?
Not holding it. Whoa. I was hoping to get one of these. Because I done seen it so many times. I done vouch for you, too. I vouch for you. I'm like, yo, it's his turn.
What the fuck was
It's
that?
my turn? And you make it.
He said,
think
"What's
that's
a
what
coping mechanism?"
Back. Oh, okay.
I think that's what happened. You put me on the spot and I got nervous. That's what I'm saying. You get nervous and nobody's here.
Yo,
I
that's
said,
funny as shit,
What's
man.
your coping mechanism that you use to help with your mental health? What are your coping skills and traits? Woo! Got that out now. I'm good. He was about to talk.
But the thing is, I gave you this thing. Like, he tried you, like, yo, it's my turn. Like, yeah, he said,
I
it's
said
his turn.
left it there when
You
I
was
said
there, and then you try to run with the.
Yeah.
You about to run in the alley like me? It's my bag. What you think you making me? The main thing is basically being honest with yourself, man. Like, not honest with yourself. I think it's important being honest with like your loved ones, man.
So when you find yourself going through
Like
times,
actually just facing it, man.
taking
it's hard to-
accountability too.
Yeah,
Kind
one
of.
taking
This is good.
accountability, but like just facing it. Like, yo,
So when you say facing, though, how would you face it? Like, what are you
you
doing?
deal with it. You work on it.
Don't throw it under the rug no more.
No, you figure. You just talk. You're speaking to someone about it. 100%.
So you're saying to face it, you need to put it out there, basically.
You have to, yeah.
Okay.
It helps you
All right.
put it out there.
Yep.
A lot.
All right.
That's good.
And it took
Gotcha.
me a while. Like there was stuff I was like I said in the beginning, I was embarrassed of. Like I mean, like, you don't hear that from men. Like, hey, that happened to you, bro. Like,
Right.
Seem weak if you say
damn,
it to them.
you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? And it's hard. But it's like, I got to the point where, like, I love y'all, man. Like, but I want y'all to know, like, I dealt with some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't just acting out for no reason. And it's hard to do that.
Nah, it is.
It don't got to be nothing, like, crazy deep, but it's just, like, even, like, whatever it is, like, because you can't, like, level things. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be like, yo, what I dealt with is, like, way past what you dealt with.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
about how
we
it
spoke about that one episode, too.
It's all about
Yeah.
how it affected you, though.
Yeah, of course.
And a lot of people get that messed up. Like, oh, for real? Like, yeah, but it affected me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Some people.
I hate
that's
that.
what I said. That's what I was telling him. Damn, what?
I hate
It
that.
don't matter. But we was like, just because you go through it differently than somebody else, it doesn't mean it's less of a thing.
Yeah, it doesn't take away from how.
It doesn't take it away what you went
Yeah.
through. Like
Yep.
somebody, for example, we know somebody who don't give a fuck about animals. We're not gonna say his name. Same person gave you the joke, shark skin, but he don't give a fuck. So let's say if his pet dies, he gonna be like, oh, get that shit to the SPCA. If one of our pets dies,
Yeah.
we gonna cry like if it's our
Everything
kid.
affects everybody differently.
Exactly. So it's
And I
like,
feel like everybody need to understand that, too.
nah, 100%, man.
Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like every man is just macho, right?
Yeah, that's what they try to be. That's what they try
And
to
it's
be.
like, okay. Like, where that's going, that's what I'm saying. Like, you a boxer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you going in the UFC? That'll get you somewhere. Like, if you're tough, you can intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
But other than that, where in life that's going to get you, bro?
No.
Like,
Nah,
we're
that's
talking about
true.
real life. Like, we're human, bro.
That's true. You need the human interaction. You need the human. I'm not gonna say validation, but more like you need that human. I'm gonna say the speaking to each other, the communication. You need that human communication. I keep saying human, like we talk to aliens too, but
Nah, I've been speaking to aliens.
He said, I'll
right.
be speaking to aliens.
Yeah,
But like you need
That's
that.
one boy he be speaking to.
Yo, he said that's your twin.
Nah, I was going to say I'll speak to Alf.
All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. But yeah, man, we need that, man. People people need that.
A million
though, man.
subscribers already? They liking the kid.
We got you on live right now.
No, I'm fucking with you.
He about to run home after this. He never go drive.
I know. I'm gonna be in your shed for 2 weeks. Leave me alone.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
One thing I really want to ask you too is what?
His lip, man. He over there like.
Relax.
Ooh.
Knowing everything you know now about your mental health, about your life, about how to go through life, kind of, still figuring out life, kind of. What's one thing you would want to tell your younger self right now?
Damn. It's probably a lot of stuff I will say my younger self. I'll get to that, but real quick, I'll say I wish I would have took a different path, and I'll jump back to that. You know what I mean? But I would say it wasn't your fault. You know what I mean? Like
I knew you was gonna say that for some reason. I don't know why.
Like
I
it
just felt
wasn't.
he was
It
gonna
wasn't.
say that.
It wasn't your fault. You know what I mean? So and what I said before, I kind of forgot what I said.
You didn't want to. You wish you didn't take that path.
You
Something
wanted
like
to
that?
take another
because
path.
a lot of things I used to do, like I'm filled with love. You know what I mean? Like take it how you want to take it, bro. Like, but I'm filled with love. But when I was younger, I was so used to like pain.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like bad doing. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's what I seen.
Right.
So when somebody did something to me, I wanted to hurt them more.
Right.
And I ain't talking about taking a person's life. I just wanted I wanted to do something to you that like I had like I wanted to like you'll live with that.
Right.
Like I ain't want to kill somebody, but I wanted to do something that you think of me and you be like that mother.
Boogeyman.
No, for real, like 100%. And I don't like that. Like now I think about the shit I did out of anger and the way I wanted to hurt people.
Yeah.
I didn't like get them back. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, what it did for you. Like, I regret all that stuff.
Right.
You would change.
People say they don't regret nothing. The fuck out of here. It's always something. Like, people be like, I don't regret nothing. It made me who I am now. I regret a lot of stuff.
I mean, it kind of does shape you to the person you are now.
Nah,
too,
but
you still don't want to. You still don't want that.
Because
even though you're not known,
I went over. Like, I went past like what I am. Like,
exactly. You're not known for that, but you know you did that.
I want to spread love.
Exactly.
Like, that's my.
Like you always say. You say I always knew I was.
I tell my kids that all the time. You ask my kids like, what your dad? He said he always
besides
told
barbecuing, you want to spread love.
Yeah, they better make some freaking ribs. It's funny, but anyway, I always told them like just be kind to people and just do right, make good decisions.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. Just be kind to people. But I expect I'll still speak to them. I don't put up no stuff, but be kind to people because at the end of the day, we got too many cruel people out here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say it all the time. I say the world is an evil place, man.
It's terrible.
The world is an evil place.
It's terrible.
It is.
You don't know who you're around.
No. It could be somebody there to tear everything you ever built right down.
They'd be right next to you.
And
grew up with you.
And a few words. And
that's the fucked
one
up
family.
Man. That's crazy.
You know?
That's
and
true.
Friends.
That's true.
It is.
Spouse.
That's 100%
Teachers. Like,
true.
it's crazy how like this world is wild.
Because of the energy you bring off sometimes too. They know. Like some people could feel that energy. Like on the outside, you're an asshole. But I feel that energy of love, of caring, of building someone, that free spirit. I feel it.
Have you ever, like, all right, so remember you have you ever seen someone that gave you a hard time that you feel like though you had to deal with all the time? Let's say work. So I'll say my situation. I think I was on the phone with you the other day and I was like, this lady's always in a bad mood. I don't know if you ever heard me say that. It's a place I go to, UBS, where I'm local. Man, all the time I see this old lady, but sometimes when you rub it the wrong way, I hate it. Like, damn, why the fuck you so? Like, I wouldn't snap at the lady, but I just like I'll give her the same energy back. For some reason, that lady, shit. I was kind as fuck to her, bro. As she had an attitude. Yo, she was nice to me ever since. And I'll see her frustrated. She's an older lady, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm more like, yo. You just you chose to work here type stuff.
Exactly.
Have you ever dealt with that? Like somebody that was giving you a hard time, you killed them with kindness, and you seen that work, or nah?
I had it in a drive-thru.
Like it worked.
Small.
Like their shit just switched. Like you ever seen that?
Small altercation in a drive-thru. One day I was with my wife and two kids. We was coming from bowling, and we was ordering food at like a Taco Bell / KFC in Jersey, and the lady was just rude as shit on the mic from the rip, and I was about to jump and say some crazy shit back at her. And all I said was, I breathed and I said, are you okay? Are you having a good day? And then straight from there, I heard her ex on. She was like, yeah, I'm okay, baby. You know what? Thank you for asking. And then her whole mood changed. But I know whoever was in front of me, they had to smoke too. She was giving everybody smoke. Because I pulled up and it was just straight savage. But I was about to say, when you were saying that, I was like, that's one example of
it's hard to do that sometimes.
Kill them with kindness. Yeah, because you got to...
Like, I'm guilty of that. Don't
take the energy they're giving you and turn it into the same thing, but try to change the narrative. Now, if you would have did that and she still would have been like that, then you tried. You tried, but it's good. It's good. Not right. But sometimes that kindness from your heart can help people.
Mm-hmm.
That can really change somebody's day, attitude, feelings, everything. And that little push is what's
and I'll give that to my wife. A lot of times she's more like just you don't know what they going through. Like that's her like way of looking at it. And she always try to push me, but like, yo, just you don't gotta like you know what I mean? Like you don't gotta put nobody in their place. You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta react to everything.
I used to be like that a lot, man. Like, oh, this person can't live like that. I gotta let them know now.
Yeah.
Like I gotta let them know. But now I'm like, when people do stuff like that, bro, I really like. If somebody's talking to me with an attitude, I'll still be there like, yeah, okay. So you said I gotta go over here for that or something, right? I was talking like regular.
It's hard though, man.
It is hard sometimes, but sometimes it be like, I really don't give a fuck.
It's really hard for me though. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
No, I know, because I be seeing the way you talk to people sometimes.
I don't even snap sometimes, but sometimes I just give them something like.
I know, because I be looking at you, I'm like, bro, chill, come on, man. Like,
but it is really hard.
Like, yeah, but I don't know what the fuck wrong with this dickhead. I'm like, bro, chill.
It's so easy to just be cool.
It is, man. That's my thing, too.
I feel like I'm a cool ass nigga. I joke the fuck around. all the time. I'm making people laugh. I'm like, it's not hard to get along with me.
That's
So
what I'm
that's why I
telling
be
them,
like,
man. It's like it's so easy to be chill. Like, why not joke
When
around?
I say it's
Yeah,
hard
but
for
like-
me to let it go, it bothers me when I let it go.
Mm.
I'll be burning inside.
Damn, you be holding grudges.
No, for real. Like when that it used to be worse. I'll just like be burning. I'll think about it. Like when I was really bad, I'll be on my way to work. Right, I'll be running late. I'm always running late. Like when I was
Well,
working
UPS?
local. I'm on my way to work. In my head, I'm like, yep, the boss is gonna say this to me, right? And I'm gonna be like, I had to get my fuck. Like, I got a whole argument I swear to you guys, I'm not bullshitting with
Yo,
you.
that's
That
wild.
used to happen like 3-4 times a week.
Wow.
And then I get there, they love me. You know, they're cool with me. Like they're like,
It's all in your
what's
head.
going on? Yeah, but you create something in your head.
That happens a lot though, creating the problems in your head.
It does. And what also happens a lot is when something's going good, you lose track of time. With that being said,
How long we been on this, John?
exactly.
2 hours.
We're gonna be out here for all night if we.
Nah,
I didn't even get through half the questions. I mean, we just be talking. Like, so you definitely gonna be back. Just know that you're gonna be back. I'm sure people gonna want to hear from you again. But we do something all the time. We like to leave the audience with something. So I mean, you being our first new guest, you could take it away. And what's something you want to leave the audience with?
My shit's simple, man, and my kids know it. Spread love, man.
Love.
That shit is
Like
simple and it's effective.
Like that.
It's contagious.
Got something for them?
Sometimes it's contagious in the wrong way, but you know what I mean.
He's saying spread love from the message. I want to say, kill them with kindness. You know, when somebody's giving you that experience maybe that you don't want, giving you some evil vibes and bad vibes, like you were saying about your wife, we don't know what they're going through. So let's try to give them a little kindness and see how that goes. And again, like I said, if it's not going that way, create a boundary, kind of walk away from it. But give people kindness.
Both very good things to leave people with. What I want to leave you guys with is kind of stay related to this, what we did today. Make a change for yourself. Do something different to make yourself more aware of your life and what you do with it. I'm saying that because he came on here and he spoke about things. He probably spoke to us about things that he never spoke to other people about. So that's why I say, you know, do things, try different things, get out your comfort zone, and just be okay with yourself. Don't think anything that's going to come out your mouth or anything that you're going to do is stupid, and just really dwell on that. How unique you are as a person. So with that being said, until next time, we see you guys. Thank you for everything.
Spread love, baby.